through the sun. We would be amazing together as one. Oh, there's no turning back for the both of us. No point of denying the truth. Let go of the past and get stronger. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in me, believe in love. Believe in the fire between us. 'Cause it will be so heavenly. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in the fire between us. Believe in the fire between us. I know what you're facing, I know what you fear. But soon you'll be ready, your mind will be clear. There's no turning back for the both of us. No point of denying the truth. Let go of the past and get stronger. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in me, believe in love. Believe in the fire between us. 'Cause it will be so heavenly. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in the fire between us. The love in our hearts is causing these flames. The will in our minds will keep them forever. Just believe in the fire between us. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in me, believe in love. Believe in the fire between us. 'Cause it will be so heavenly. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in me, believe in love. Believe in the fire between us. 'Cause it will be so heavenly. Just believe in the fire between us.
We've had this conversation and you seem to agree with me. But when there's complications, you withdraw and leave me to be. When there's a problem, you become like a wall. And every time I trip, it's a free fall. Why don't you help me the way I help you? You don't have to save me, just be my parachute. When I'm feeling down, you're just not there, making sure I'm okay. Why don't you help me the way I help you? Let me feel your love again. 'Cause I've been running round in circles, screaming out your name. Take me to a different place. Just the two of us and we can stay up all night. Kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do. Staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be the someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Be with you. Be with you. All that time away from you, I didn't think I'd make it without you by my side. Let me feel your love again. Just the two of us and we could stay up all night. Kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do. Staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be the someone who can hold your hand. Let me be the someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. Be with you. Be with you.
Let's go.
Can you hear me? I can't hear you. It's a great way to start, Sean. I can't hear you. Unmute this over here. Okay. I can only hear on the YouTube feed. I can't hear you on your actual stream software. Wait, Chuck is okay, but Fox, there's no sound. Yeah, Sean, this is weird. If you can hear me. Okay, this is really hard because I have an echo about 2 seconds after I say something. It's really annoying. So, Sean, hopefully you can sort this out, man. It's like a concentration test. This is hard. I don't know, man, but I can't hear stream audio. All I can hear is YouTube audio. So every time I say something, I have to hear myself say it again 10 seconds later. I call you on. Hold on. All right, that ain't gonna work. It's worth a shot though. That was me. Yeah, I know you can hear me. Everybody can hear me, but nobody can hear the hostess with the mostess. I just see your lips moving, Sean. Nothing. Nothing. Hey, Steve, Gary, Jim, bear with us. We are struggling with technical difficulties, obviously. Who else is in here? Unexpected. Eat More Possum was first, I think. Wow. Come on, Gary. Sean, fix your audio, man. Help. It's the software. It's not you. I think it's the software because I don't hear me when I'm really talking on the streaming software. I only hear the audio that's getting out from the stream software to YouTube. Sean, can you hear me? Not if you can hear me. Okay. All right. So yeah. So I can't hear myself with my headset right now. All I hear is the YouTube delay. I had to unmute it. It's really kind of tough. This is crazy. This is a bad omen, I'll have you know. Oh, I still can't. John, you wanna reboot? Do you lose the stream if you reboot? We need a test pattern to put up in the meantime. Alright, who else is in the chat? Let's see here. Alright, kids. What's up? My blood pressure's up, I think. Probably Sean's too. He has shit blowing around his head. Look at this stuff. He's getting brushed by his set's coming apart behind him. This is just not this is he's getting bushwhacked by this thing. Yeah. Oh god, oh, the humanity. The humanity. We should have a sing-along. Oh, it's only just me. It's the fox. Yeah, Steve, it could be the fox. This is blame the fox. There's a car dealership around here, Fox Auto. My sister used to work for 'em. We'll be back in 5? 5? Okay. Alright, give us 5, maybe less. Wait, I'm alone? Alright, this is really hard because like I said, I have an echo that's kind of irritating. So, I don't wanna steal Sean's thunder because it's not supposed to be my show. What have you guys been up to? Hopefully, it's been a good start of the week for you. As you can see, it's not so great for us. Guys, ask me questions in the chat. What do you wanna talk about while we wait for Sean? Jim. Why is Sean so quiet? He's been muted. Sean Gary, Sean is being beaten in silence by a tarp. It's so true. Yeah, the weather sucks here too, actually. Oh, really? Um, Gary, share the script. What is the script? I don't know what to do, man. I could show one of my videos. I can show one of my videos. I've been working on one for Iceland, though. Most of the places I flew in Iceland had no drone zone signs up. Yeah, it's true. I saw one in a video I was editing today. I didn't see it when I was there. Show it? Oh, I don't think I have anything I can show. Wow. Hey, what'd you guys think of the opening music, though? I thought it was pretty cool. He upgraded all the music. You guys dig it? I've used some of that music. That's all Epidemic Sound. Nacho, what's happening, man? Ladies. Is that what we need? Yeah, that's what we need. Show a Fox video. Alright, hold on. See if I can add, share. Oh, maybe I can. I'm gonna go to Sean's channel for a second. Let's see here. What we got? Let's show this one. Hold on. Alright, see if I can get this to work. Alright, we're gonna show Joe's video just to kill some time. Well, might be good too, actually. See if this works. Hang
Check, check. 1, 2, 3. Check, check. All right, Chuck, are you there?
Yeah, hang on. There I am. I hear you.
I hear you.
All right, cool. I'm here.
Well, dang it. I'll start over.
All right. You know, the music that you opened with, you redid the whole reel for all your tracks from Epidemic. I recognized a few of them.
Yeah, I spent too much time on that and not enough time preparing, like, to get ready for the show. I tried to do too much. And then by the time I got all set up outside, by the way, welcome to the show.
I think we caught everybody already. Like Eat More Possum, Gary, Steve. I don't know if Brett's back or not. Lambo drives Zambo. I don't know if he's back yet or not. He had to step out for a bit. Anyway,
yeah.
Jim's
So I got
drawing.
everything ready. And then it was all windy out there, so I decided to
Get slapped by the tarp.
So I ended up like, you know, I saw you on there, like when I just started the countdown, and I was like, I'm gonna go make some coffee. I'm gonna, make some water, and make water. I didn't make the water, but I poured some water.
You can
And
drink
then-
water, then make water later.
There you go.
Yellow salt water.
And then, so I get all that ready, and then I go to sit down, and it's been raining for the last day. So my seat is like a big sponge. My patio seat is like a big sponge. So my foxhorn's wet. And then my foxhole's wet.
Farging foxhole.
Yep. My horny foxhole's wet. And then,
I don't know, nothing worse than a wet foxhole.
yep. And so then I was like, oh, I've got that curtain on my gazebo. I'll just open that up and zip it. Well, I didn't realize it wasn't attached at the bottom, so I'm all worried about my audio, and it keeps slapping me. Like,
It's
so
great.
the good thing about Talk Studio is I could close my laptop and the show still is open.
I saw that. I didn't expect that, Sean.
Yeah. In the past, whenever I screwed something up, like OBS would just kill the feed. And then I had no way of getting all the people that were just in the room to the other room. And so like my whole live stream would just die. So, but anyway.
Well, you have it working now, man.
Yep. Let's do a show.
Technology is great when it works.
Yep.
You kind of had a show fly away.
Yeah.
Did you not calibrate your compass first?
I didn't, apparently.
Show compass, not
I
calibrated.
I definitely lost connection. I'll say that.
I am you for show, not calibrated.
Yep.
Oh, it's okay. These things happen.
Yep.
So the music's really good. I like the opening tracks a lot.
Good. Yeah, they were quickies. Like, I literally found them. So, Basics was on my last intro, and so I started with his name.
I've used their stuff in our videos.
Yeah, I like Basics a lot. I like Loving Caliber.
Yep.
They've added all the new stuff and the trending stuff on Epidemic Sound. I don't get into. I don't like it too much.
I like more of the cinematic stuff. You'll see when I do my Iceland videos, I find some pretty thick stuff. It's not poppy. It's more thick and,
Yep.
But
I
yeah.
like thick.
Yeah, but that stuff that you found, the opening stuff is really, it's upbeat, it has energy. I like that stuff a lot, and I've used a few of those tracks. So,
Yeah, I've
I know that
got to
guy.
do that at night. Like old man trying to be energetic at night. I've got to have some hype music. So that's more for me than everybody else.
I'm getting quite the playlist on my Epidemic Sound. All the favorites I've been saving. The list is getting long.
Yeah.
I'm loving Epidemic though. Sometimes it takes me 2 hours when I start like Iceland. When I started Iceland, Sean, it literally took me 2.5 hours to find the first track for the first video. And then when I found it, it was like, it was like, that's it. And then you can use the similar stuff and you can find things that are similar. So you can kind of get your building block, your first one. Then Epidemic makes it easy to find similar stuff.
Yeah. The I don't like the new AI finder in Epidemic. I miss the old, like whenever you would click on similar tracks, it would base on like download history. And now it looks for like small chunks in songs.
Yeah, that's annoying me too. And then
I
I have to
don't know
move.
if I
You have to
like
move the sliver around to find. Well, it's kind of cool if you're looking for like a certain part of a song. Then, by the way, Gary's asking about people being packed for the South Florida meetup, and yeah,
Yes.
assuming when
No.
you guys all going after Easter, right?
It's I'm leaving the 4th. And then so the 4th is Thursday, and so Friday I believe there'll be like a hangout at a bar or something. And then Saturday the 6th is when like the actual event goes down. And then I'm going to go to, last year they went to the beach Sunday morning. And so I'm going to go to the beach for maybe maybe till noon. And then I'm going to leave at noon and drive to Alabama.
Alabama. Wow. You guys still have some time to get packed then. You still have time to make sure all your firmware is updated. Your compass is well, you have to recalibrate when you get to Florida anyway. All that stuff.
Yeah. I was looking
Pack
at
your underwear last. Drones first, underwear last. These are the rules. And then
yeah.
This is how I pack.
Last year I didn't get a fly because it was super windy. And so I was looking at underwater drones to see if I could like get one just so that I could at least like
so you could rescue the guys that sink their drones because it's too windy and they crash. You can go do a recovery mission.
Yeah, well we had it there at the same spot last year, so there are probably some drones in that water. It'd be pretty epic if we found one from last year.
That would be pretty cool.
But
see if the SD card survived in the salt water that long. So, but back to Epidemic though, it still is a great way to get, tracks for videos. But the AI, I'm trying to figure it out, Sean. I've been fighting with it because you can move that slider around in the snapshot that you grab for a song to match other songs. It does work, but you got to like fine tune it. I agree with you that I think the old method was better. Maybe they should offer it up. You could choose between the way you want to search. That would be cool.
Yeah, because I don't want to find like. See, when I'm playing, so all of my videos have like at least 3 songs in them.
Yeah.
And I don't want the same song to play for 9 minutes.
No, you don't.
I want a song that's like similar to, like, if a person like this, they also like this, or they also downloaded this at the same time, or this is all on the same.
We can get in the same genre or the same kind of vibe. Like,
like I want to tune into a radio station and then play that radio station for 3 songs.
It's tricky picking music. It's that in itself is an art, picking out music for your videos.
Yeah.
Because you have to match, like you have all these clips and stuff, and you have this story you're going to tell, and you have to figure out what's my vibe. And then it's important to, like, I usually find I've looked over my clips. I have kind of a feel for what I want to do with a story, and then I'm like, okay, where's my vibe? And I'll be looking for the music that's like fits it, and then I'll lay the music track down, and then all the other stuff I slice up to fit to go with the,
Yeah,
I'm very particular about that. Even in vlogs, I'm very particular about that. But yeah. Anyway, I get you when you want to use. You don't want to use the same track over and over and over and over and over, because you have like your videos. Even when you do reviews, they're like chapters, right? You have chapters in your review. There's different things happening at different times. You have this section where it's like the intro, and this section where you might be testing.
Yeah. For my reviews, they're usually like just background music, like, and I just play that while I'm talking.
Yeah,
And then usually if I'm reviewing a camera or something like that,
something simple.
then the footage is something like a montage, but everything else is just, hey y'all, it's me.
Chaz, how you doing?
What's up, Charles? Hope you're having a good night.
So I upgraded my Epidemic sound to commercial.
What does that mean?
I can have 3 channels with one
Oh,
account. But most importantly, if I want to, like, let's say something crazy happened, Sean. Let's say somebody like PBS wanted to show my video, and they're like, "Oh my god, yeah, that'd be great." Well, now with Epidemic being commercial, they can play my video with the Epidemic sound, and there's no copyright problem. It's built in. It's like burnt in. So I'm legit.
nice.
So let's just say I'm gearing up. Regardless. But anyway, yeah. That's I don't know if they call it commercial or professional. I forget. I did it a few months ago.
There. Now my exposure matches yours.
Just
was
my
looking-
old Brio. Using the old Brio.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I heard they came out with a new one.
Yeah.
I might
Yeah.
have to upgrade.
So do you have the Brio 4K? Like, I guess that's the only Brio. That's the only. There's only one Brio, right?
It's not called Brio anymore, is it? Isn't there like a replacement for Brio?
There was like a little cube one that could go vertical or horizontal.
Hmm.
The Brio I had was like this. I probably still have it somewhere.
It's like I can't show you. I'd be like,
it looked like a pill.
yes, yeah. It looks like Bristol Speedway, sorta, with
Yeah.
longer straightaways.
Yeah, it looks more like a probe, I think.
Yeah,
Like a
yeah. But anyway, that works pretty well for me. But I know they have something newer and improved out.
yeah. I'm running the Blackmagic micro camera, and it only shoots 1080. But
So do these streams.
yeah, these streams are only 1080 anyway, so it works fine. But they just came out. So Logitech just came out. I guess they bought Mevo, and so they recently came out with a Micro Four Thirds blogging camera,
I've seen that thing.
a live streaming camera that also has like I think a 6-hour battery in it. Some guy was like I watched this pastor, and he's like I'm gonna get 3 of them, and we can go out.
How much is that thing?
We can do a baptism out in the lake and just live stream the baptism. And I was like, man, that's cool.
How much is that thing?
It's $9.99.
Well, $1,000. This guy's gonna get 3 of them.
Yep. But it records internally. It has a battery. Like it's it's a 4/3 box camera that has live streaming capabilities, and it has a switch on the back where you can turn it into a webcam, or you can like just export through the HDMI if you've got like a switcher. It's a beautiful little thing.
It's like an action camera too, but like cinematic.
Yeah, well, I don't know how to describe. It's probably this size, and then
That's pretty small.
And then you put a lens. You have to put a lens on top of that. But the lens that I have, I've got a wide angle pancake lens on that camera that works great. So
Yeah, I know you have to be careful with glass because, like, if you get the glass that, like, you get that barrel distortion going on with the wrong lens, and it's kind of like I can't stand to watch that stuff. I can't watch it when somebody vlogs with a camera and they haven't tightened it in and they left it all like barely.
Yeah.
And they move the camera around and everything goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm done watching you like right away. I just turn it off. I can't watch it. It drives me crazy.
The good thing about Micro Four Thirds is like Micro Four Thirds is just Micro Four Thirds.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have like if you go like EF, like you've got like, there's like all these different sensors that you can put an EF lens on. But when it comes to Micro Four Thirds, like there's only one, the whole camera system is based on one sensor. So every lens that fits in that system is going to be correct for that sensor. Whereas if you got like, you know, an APS sensor and you want to put a full frame lens on it, and you know,
Oh yeah, and it crops in and stuff.
yeah, and you
Oh,
got
weird stuff
vignettes
happens.
and stuff.
Yeah.
You got to know what you're doing.
You
when
do have
doing
to
that,
pick
but
the right lenses and stuff. Well, I think when you do APS-C though, you do APS-C if you put, I think, can't you put a full frame lens on an APS-C and it'll be cropped in or something? It'll like, doesn't it punch it in?
yeah, you just got to think like you've got to put the bigger lens on the smaller sensor, and then you'll be
Yes.
fine.
Yes.
Like,
Right. If
like-
you do it the other
like
way,
a
you're gonna get the
window,
vignetting like you were
if you're
talking
looking-
about. Because now you're looking at right. Now you're going
Yeah.
like looking through this. Right.
you're looking through a tiny foxhole.
You love that foxhole thing. You're being such a foxhole.
Yeah. Have we said hello to all of our horny foxes tonight?
Oh, this is bad. I don't see anybody new in since then. Although, yeah, I'm on live chat. I think it's
Everybody's new to me. I haven't been here. I've been trying to get on the stream.
got her working, man. It just, stuff happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
I got my stickers for South Florida.
Oh yeah, Gary got his stickers. I know. I sent Gary some stickers last week. Ooh, those are nice.
I brought out the blade again, but then I put the foxhorn on it.
I see that.
So the only thing I didn't like is they trimmed it in white.
How'd you want it trimmed? What color?
Well, I can't really trim it, and I got to play with it because the logo itself is trimmed in the purplish blue.
Mm-hmm.
But if I did that all over the whole thing, then the fox all the detail on the fox would go away.
Yeah, you have to play with it.
Because the trim is actually part of the head of the fox. So,
Well, you're gonna have to play.
yeah.
This is another part of creating, man. Got to create your logo
Yep.
and all the merch.
Yep. That's the other thing I've been doing all week is making merch.
Nice. I
So,
need to update all our stuff. My buddy from the last place that I worked, the graphics guy there, I bounced some stuff off of him. He's working on my logo for me again.
oh, cool.
So
So you're changing
slightly.
like a K drone? Is that what you're like
I
a
don't
drone
know.
in the shape
Yeah,
of a canoe with a shell?
we're playing with it. We'll see. I don't want to lose its, got to find a way to make it so it evolves.
Yeah.
So, because we've evolved, right? I mean, it was just a drone channel to start with, and now we're doing travel. So we need to incorporate travel into the logo.
Yeah,
So,
I changed my tagline to creative imagery because, like, I really don't want to be just a drone guy. I want, like, when people think of me, I want them to think, "Oh, he just puts cameras in weird places." You know?
yeah, I don't want to be. So I don't even know how to explain it. I mean, the drone stuff is what got me into YouTube, but now that I am here, it's like the drones are so powerful for what Lori and I do. It's like such a great tool. So
Yep.
it's like I can't leave drones because I freaking love the things.
Yeah,
So now, but I am trying to get the channel. Lori and I are trying to get the channel to grow in the travel vlogging world, and that's tough. So you're doing stuff with the reviews and stuff. I probably imagine that does well anyway. I know a few guys are doing reviews, doing really well.
yeah. I don't even like doing reviews anymore. Like, I kind of want to teach people how to use cameras. I think that's always been like my goal. But I started playing the YouTube game for a while and like trying to get products before other people got them so my review can be up. But then I just got tired of all the people that are given their, like, I mean, I've got a picture on the club today of a guy that he was sent the Avata 2 for free, and he showed pictures of the box, and like, I'm over here. I got 3 Avatas. Like, send me one. I'll review the crap out of that thing.
DJI back. I did a few reviews way back early on, and I think I could get good at it if I actually did it regularly. But yeah, there's no incentive. I mean, like I don't. There was back in the beginning. Remember, like a lot of us, I was buying the latest thing the second it came out. Like I had Mavic Pro late. That was my first drone. Got that in like March of 2017. Then Spark came out. No. Mavic Air, I think, came out January 23rd of like 2018. I bought that the day it came out. Bought like Spark the day it came out. And bought like Mavic 2 Pro like practically when it came out. I used to buy all this stuff when it came out. DJI's never given me anything.
Yeah. So Lambo, to answer your question, do you apply for the DJI review thing? The DJI review is based on. So if I would have known how they run it, then 8 years ago when I started my channel, I would have done everything on the app and uploaded to the DJI. I don't even remember what it's called, but there's like a DJI social media platform. I forget what it's called. But if I would have put every flight that I ever did up on that for the last 8 years, then DJI would have used that data to justify sending me a drone. But because I didn't do that, like the first question they ask you when you go to apply to review their products is what is your DJI ID or whatever, which I didn't put any content on there. There's like maybe 3 quick shots on there. Just because I never saw, every DJI drone flyer social media as a good place to showcase my flights. Like to me, like I wanted to show everybody else that didn't have drones how cool drones were, So I have applied to it, but they won't. Like even when I did B&H Photo, like I applied to do reviews there and have them send me cameras and I would just do reviews on them. And I didn't have enough subscribers I didn't have enough content that was geared towards exactly what they wanted their content creators to gear towards. So
yeah, they have probably requirements. They know what they want. Yeah.
Yeah. And so if you look at like Billy Kyle's channel, like he has done nothing but DJI. And every once in a while, he'll throw a different drone in there. But he is.
He's working hard for DJI, and DJI loves Billy. I mean, well, we all love Billy. He's a great guy. But like his reviews are pretty solid. They're like to the point. Things good. Scripts himself really perfectly. But I don't think I want to do like direct work for DJI because then I have to behave. Excuse me. And I don't want to have to like say something positive. I guess you have to be creative with it, but they wouldn't keep me very long because, probably say something very Chuck-like and that'd be the end of me.
Yeah. So, yeah.
This piece of beep.
I always love the ones. Well, they sent me this drone, but I'm not going to say any, I'm going to give my honest opinion, but even when I give my honest opinion, I'm positive about it. I'll say
that's the right way to do it. Actually, that is the right way to do it.
Like
because
if there's a $20 tripod, I'll be like, I have better tripods, but for $20, this is a great tripod.
Right.
And that's honest.
It's true.
Sorry, I'm gonna take my shoes off.
We'll get comfortable.
So I was gonna answer. So Lambo. He said you've got a couple affiliate sales. I do make a little bit of money on affiliate sales, but when I went to do my taxes this year, I only made $300 total for the entire year. That's with Amazon affiliates and with YouTube ads. YouTube ads have they've just disappeared. The money from there, I get maybe $100 every 3 months.
For you, maybe not for YouTube.
With over 7,000 subscribers. So when people say and it's taken 8 years to get to 7,000 subscribers, and I still only make like $33 a month. So if this is what you want to choose as your as your money path. It's not. But
No,
so they said that if I made more than $600, then I needed to file, like I needed to claim it on my taxes. But if I didn't, then I didn't have to. So I didn't. This is the first year that I haven't claimed what I made on taxes, and like it saved me thousands of dollars on paying taxes. So I'm just going to do this for fun now. I'm not going to pursue it. I might even turn like ads off at this point and just put whatever music I want to on my channel.
I wonder, really, like, you know, because I have everything enabled to be monetized, even though I don't get the watch time to be monetized. So, like,
I mean, if it's your goal, Chuck, go for it. Like,
well, I don't want. It's not going to be a career. This is the thing though, where like with YouTube, it's like we're all doing it. It's fun.
mhm.
I take my editing seriously, even though it's a hobby. I take my editing very seriously because I want to make the best stuff that I can possibly make and make it really good and watchable. But
Yeah.
I don't expect to replace my career with a YouTube career because
Yeah.
that's pretty lofty. I mean, I'm pretty well compensated as a mechanical engineer, and I don't see how YouTube can ever, how I can get there on
No way.
YouTube. Dude, I have to have like 6 million subscribers or something.
Yeah.
And
there's
no travel channel is going to have 6
no
million
way.
subscribers. Not a travel channel, not six. Not, I mean,
Yeah.
6 million. No. The biggest travel channels I've seen are probably 250,000 subs.
Yep.
That's the biggest ones I've seen, and they're very good. And in some cases, Lori and I are actually as good, just unknown. But most of the time, we're not. But anyway, but most of the travel channels are much smaller. So I mean, what are you gonna like for the niche that you're in? How big do the channels get typically? I mean, that's one thing to look at.
Yeah.
I guess that's what I was trying to say in a roundabout Chuck way. I got blabbling again, but rambling and babbling. Like seriously, you gotta look at your niche, and like in the drone community. I mean, how big do channels get in the drone community typically? You have the Billy Kyles of the world; they're exceptional. You know, Ken Heron, exceptional. But for most of us in the drone community, what?
Yeah. Yeah. And
3 to 10,000 subs, depending.
yeah, probably. Yeah.
Even
and I
Dono
think-
has like 60. Doesn't Dono have 60 or 70 or something?
yeah.
Ken.
And he blew up in like a couple of years. Like, I don't think he had that many 3 years ago.
He did some really good reviews.
He got some, well, so I watched Ken's path. He paid to be a part of a YouTube group. So they marketed his videos, and then like he does it for a living. Like he does real estate, you know,
He does real
photography
estate.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, I love his real estate videos, by the way. They're actually really
Oh,
cool.
they're great.
Yeah.
um,
He makes use of all his tools, and they're very cool.
Yep. He's like, to me, like, I don't know. I don't want to speak bad of him, but like, I think he's like, he's young enough that he still has some edge to him. And I
He's
think,
edgy. Yeah.
he's going to piss somebody off. And like, I think he's going to piss the wrong person off. I don't want to wish that on him, but like sometimes he like, I think he says too much, or like, I think he goes too far here and there. And I think it's because
he does push the envelope.
and I think it's because he's got his own business and he doesn't have to.
Yeah, it could be.
I don't know. Like,
But
I
yeah,
think
his
if I said some of the things that he says on his channel, I think I'd lose my job.
oh, I can't talk like that. I don't want to lose my real job for this either, right? It's like
Yep.
what? I would lie my teeth out for free. What? Oh, no, you
Yeah.
wouldn't.
See, Chuck, I think your videos, like if you know, you have all these receipts from your travels, and so you like, if you start claiming your YouTube channel by monetizing as a freelance, then you can claim your all of your receipts for your flights and all that kind of stuff, like you can deduct that on your taxes. And
I could
like,
ask my accountant. Could ask my accountant wife about that.
Yeah, I mean, I've my YouTube channel has been a loss for the last 8 years.
Yeah.
So
sorry.
So it doesn't get me on taxes because I'll buy one drone, and it'll put me in loss for the whole year. You know what I mean?
Holy crap! All I have to do is go up. Wow, I could buy one battery for a Mini 3 Pro and be in upside down.
I know, right? Like just right off your Osmo.
This is all. Everything that we do on YouTube is pure expense for me and Lori. I mean, everything is like out of our pocket. There's no profit at all. But no, the reason we don't do cruise videos is because we're not cruisers. So,
do either of you have issues with like motion sickness or anything?
No, we have ways around that anyway. Like we learned about the magic of ginger. You know about ginger? And not the Skipper and Marianne.
I dated a girl named Ginger once.
Yeah. Well, I like gingers actually, but that's another story. Blondes and gingers. Anyway, back on topic. I don't know. But anyway, like Dramamine is that medication you can take to keep you from getting motion sickness when you're out on a boat or whatever, helicopter, whatever. Well, we took that stuff and we went deep sea fishing, and then we went back out drinking and felt horrible because, you know, you're not supposed to drink and use Dramamine. Well, we go to Maui and we were on a snorkeling boat. We were starting to turn as green as can be, and they offered us ginger, like real ginger. The ginger root. The ginger root is a natural, like, it's calming and it stops motion sickness. And the stuff has no side effects other than burping ginger, which is kind of gross. But like, that's the only side effect. So you pop a couple of ginger tablets and you go out, whether you're going on a boat, or you're going to go on a helicopter, and all these crazy things that Lori and I do from time to time. No issue. So ginger, my friends, you can get it from GNC or whatever. You can buy caplets of it. We just throw it. We have the caplet jar in the refrigerator until we're going to go on a trip, and then we just throw it in the suitcase. We always have ginger with us just in case.
That's cool.
Stuff works great.
I see where people take ginger shots, like it's like a ginger oil or
anything,
whatever.
Well, you can take. It has to be legit ginger though. So like, if you know, ginger ale doesn't usually have ginger in it unless you feel like Snapple or something, then it'd be good. So anything like real ginger candy, anything that has legitimate real ginger root in it will work. But we just went out, just get caplets because, you know, they're little caplets, and
that's cool.
Pop a couple of them, and like we've offered them up to people on, like, when we were out on like a snorkeling cruise and they weren't feeling great. It's like, hey, we have ginger caplets, and they looked at us kind of funny and they believed us. I could have given them anything, clipped them a Mickey.
Give them a roofie.
Right. I know, but they actually trusted us. But I guess, you know,
that's hilarious.
That was before we were vlogging. I think now we might have more credibility. Like, look, we're on YouTube. We're not going to like get you in trouble. You can get us in trouble. But anyway, stuff works. So that's a really good thing to know.
So,
but that's not why we don't cruise. We don't cruise because we're just not into like cruises. We like to be boots on the ground. We like to set our own schedule. We like to roam, you know, and not be. We watched the boat people when we went to St. Thomas a bunch of times. We'd see the ship people running around trying to get stuff done before the 5 o'clock horn blows. That's just not our style, man. We're like, especially when you're flying a drone and stuff now, it makes it really hard. It's so tough when we do the organized stuff. That freaking ice climbing video was a pain in the ass to film, for one thing. Because like I had to get us doing stuff, and I had to get B-roll in between, because like, before she's talking, I have to get her. I film her talking, the guide and stuff. And I got to get all that, and then I got to get the B-roll to fill in like what she was talking about. Then I have to go back and get there's the glacier back there, and there's the spot where it dropped down. I had to get all that stuff, and then they're walking off again without me. And what am I missing? I missed something in the chat. I'm saying we need to be on our own schedule most of the time. It just works better for Lori and me.
Yeah, you need a third person to like video the two
Like
of you.
like a crew.
Yeah.
You know, that'd be really cool to have a crew. But there's something to the challenge that Lori and I have taken upon ourselves to do footage. We come up with footage that almost looks like we have a crew sometimes, even though we don't. So I think
Yeah.
that's kind of, I I really feel like we've pulled that part off pretty well. Um, we do get help though. I've told you about that. We get help in the field. We'll ask people to hold the camera and stuff for us.
Yeah. Or even if you found like a couple, like another travel couple, and like you
Yeah.
planned the trip together,
Yeah.
and then or like, you know how like we have the drone meetup, like what if you had like travel vloggers, you know what I mean? Like there's got
Yeah.
to be like locations where everybody wants to go to, and so if you did like a meetup
An
of
Icelandic meetup.
like in, yeah, and then
Meet at the volcano.
yep, and then like, yeah, you video them, they video you, like, because I did a video with Ken Heron, and like I filmed with my camera, he filmed with his camera, he filmed with his mics, I filmed with my mics, and then we just shared files after it. And so he took the files and made a video and put on his channel, and I took the files and made a video on my channel, and it was kind of nice to have like, because
When you
he had,
collaborate, yeah, you have more footage, different angles. You get different angles, and then there's Joe. Yeah, I don't know. Lori and I even when we have like a third wheel with us, like we have our niece with us or something, it just kind of screws up our vibe, man. We're like, we're like a couple. We do our own.
yeah,
It's like, I don't know. I can't explain it. It's like,
yeah, it's pretty hard for me to do things with other people.
depends what you're.
like-
It depends. Yeah. Like I had a great time with Dustin. Dustin and I were in St. Louis. He showed me the town. That was really cool. And but it was so weird watching the video later because like it's me and Dustin. And we're like, where's Lori? Oh, Dustin is Lori today. I even took him on the Ferris wheel. There was a romantic little spin on the Ferris wheel together.
Yeah, wait, I'm not drunk.
One
enough.
vision aerial.
You're not Lori yet.
No.
I'm just kidding.
No. Could have brought her in. Everything's still set up downstairs. Still have the A6600 still set up. The lights are down there. That's more.
She's got an open invitation to be on the show. I have yet to talk to her.
It could be fun. She's much more chill than me.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah.
I don't
Lori's
think you're
really
very chill.
I'm not. She is.
Yeah.
She is my voice of reason too. Lori will keep me in check.
Yeah. I found like even people that don't talk a lot, if you give them a subject that they understand, then you can get them to talk about things. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like I think a lot of times people, I don't know, they're like people that don't just chat all the time. Like they have, they're uncomfortable, maybe like finding words to say, or, they're not quick to respond to things and stuff like that. But if you give them something that they're an expert at, like if you, like, even like you guys spent, I don't know how long you guys spent in Iceland, but like surely like she could talk a lot about what happened there. You know what I mean? Like those experiences that she had, I'm sure were different than yours.
It's so funny you bring that up because I was just before your show, I was working on the thumbnail for Travel Talk because Lori and I have started a live stream that we do. We're going to do it periodically. Cool. So we're going to do our second show is going to be on basically things about Iceland, the things you should know before you go to Iceland. And because Lori does know a lot of stuff about what goes on when you go to Iceland. There's some really interesting things that we learned while we were there. But anyway, yeah, I agree. I mean, if you take somebody who's very, very knowledgeable on any topic and you ask them to discuss it, they can discuss it very well. And then if they have, likewise, somebody very smart doesn't know anything about like you could ask me about football, I'll be like, Never
Right.
watch I'm one of the few guys on the planet that doesn't watch football.
Yeah. I didn't watch football until my son played football. And now, like,
I could see that changing things.
yeah. It's so weird. Like, I tried to get him into soccer when he was a little kid. Because I played soccer and I understood it. And, like, he was afraid to hurt other people. So whenever he would go up to the ball and someone else would come, he would back off so he didn't kick somebody else. And I was like, you got pads on. Like, that's what those shin guards are for. You're allowed to kick each other. And he didn't, he just didn't want to hurt people. And then middle school, like, he comes home one day and he said, I made it on the football team. And I was like, you did? Like, what are you going to do in football? You don't like to hurt people. And
That's what I was going to ask you. That's so interesting that he didn't want to. So he
and,
evolved
like,
into
and he became like this.
this
So
animal.
he's always been taller than his age. Yeah. So, like, everybody wanted him to play basketball, but he's all thumbs. He can't play football. Or, I mean, he can't play basketball. But all of a sudden, like, he's faster than the other kids. He can catch the ball and he can tackle people. And so, like, and he loved it. So, I don't know. It's just weird.
I'm trying to catch up with the chat a little bit.
So Jim doesn't watch-
Yeah. I saw yeah, Joe popped in sometime. I don't know where'd it go.
Oh, yeah. Dewey's here. What's up, Dewey?
Here too, yep. And then there was some
Whoa.
chat going on. They were agreeing with the football comments and stuff. Jim just does, sports stuff. Jim,
So
did you get picked last in gym class like I did or something? Are you holding a grudge? You could admit it.
Sports suck.
You could admit it. I say it all the time in our videos because I think it's hilarious because it's true. I mean, I do stuff. I try to do crazy stuff now as an adult that, I just shouldn't be doing. I'll try it anyway. And just because what the hell, right?
Yep.
Got to give it a try, man. Within reason. I'm not going to do bungee jumping. I just can't. Although I get some really good camera shots because all those cameras we have, we get some really good shots. Me throwing up upside down on 360 camera and everything. Are you over at Command Com now? Sean's on Command Com.
Yeah, well, I upped my exposure on the camera, but then my screen in the background's too bright.
That's a pretty cool image in the background. What is that? It's like a volcano.
It's whatever. I think it's just sand dune.
It looks pretty cool. Oh, Jim clearly wasn't picked last in gym class. He did gymnastics. That's how you got all the chicks, right? The really flexible ones. Now we know, Sean. Jim Dronings is to using the gymnastics because he knew how to get the really flexible chicks.
He's a little whippersnapper.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I tried to date a gymnast once. She had no part of me.
Oh crap!
Dewey, how much did the trip cost? I didn't really add it up. The airfare was obscene because we flew, first class. That was obscene. But the hotels, houses were probably it's probably about $5,000 in lodging. It's probably the rental car was stupid expensive in Iceland. Actually, it was kind of ridiculous. You need to put all this insurance on it because they have sand damage and everything else. Iceland was an easy $15,000, easy without airfare, super easy. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure with all the stuff we did, all those activities are expensive. They're just you go ice climbing, you pay for that. You go inside a volcano, you pay for that. We were supposed to go on a helicopter and fly over the active volcano, but it decided to stop being active before we got there. Hate it when that happens.
Just a big hill. Is it
Well,
smoking?
actually, no. We were still
Was
going
it
to
smoking
go.
at least?
Actually, Sean, truth be told, we were still going to go and see, like, you fly over the volcano. Because, I mean, it'd still be epic, right? You can't fly a drone there. So imagine just using your camera to film from the helicopter. Use the gimbal camera, get some good shots.
Yeah.
We had, like, 70-mile-an-hour winds. Like, this big storm came through, and the helicopter company called us up and said, yeah, we're sorry, we have to cancel your reservation. How long are you going to be in Iceland? And we said, well, till the day after our flight. I said, well, we'll see you next time then, maybe, kind of thing.
Oh wow.
So, yeah, next time. Yeah, Iceland is just generally an expensive country to visit, but there are ways to do it cheap. I just don't want to do it that way. I mean, life is short. Am I echoing? I think I am.
Are you echoing?
I am.
Are you sure?
I don't know. Somebody in the chat. I think I'm echoing because I hear it.
All right, let me turn it.
Just
Let me do it without audio.
if you're sharing the screen without, do you have anything you need to show sound on right now?
Not right now, but I might show a video, but I don't know.
And then I'll shut up while you're doing that because probably should show some respect to the host in the video anyway that's playing. Probably.
All right,
Yeah,
what about
okay.
now? Check.
Test. No, it sounds. I think it's good. Does
All
the chat? I'm sorry. Now I stuttered, which sounds like an echo. Oops.
One
What
on two, three.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so let's talk about Avada 2 because this thing I'm resisting Avada 2, but I have to admit there's some things I really.
Yeah, I want to pull some things out of my bag and compare.
I like the fact that camera looks like it points up like a parrot. Looks like it'll go right up to the sky. Does it not look like that's possible?
Oh, well, let's look. I didn't think about that actually.
I noticed it in the photo earlier. I was thinking, wow, it almost looks like a Nafi parrot with like the
If it
ability.
if it can point straight up, oh,
That's pretty
and it can
sick,
do-
isn't it?
and
So
if
then,
you can
like-
like fly it somewhere and do a sphere, like under
I
a bridge.
I don't know what the possibilities are, but that means you can do dive videos and create
Well-
if the camera can point up or down. I mean, you can do like climb videos, all kinds of weird stuff. You can do weird stuff with FPV with that in that style.
Yeah, but I mean, the current Avada does the same thing.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
So,
You're right. You're right.
I don't know if they can hear you, Chuck. Maybe not.
Am I muted? I don't know.
Could y'all hear
Maybe.
Chuck when it was just me? So yeah. So I wanted to show like if that camera is the same size or bigger than the current Avada, then the body looks to be like a third longer. And
But
if
it's
that-
also lower. It's lower profile though, if you can hear me. Okay, Gary says he can hear me. It looks like a tighter design, doesn't it? It doesn't look like a pile like a big
I think
box
the-
on top of the frame.
I think the props are on the side instead of under.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if I'm this is just me, if we're looking at the camera, I think that like the back of this black section right here, I think that's where the current Avada ends. And then this extra little piece right here is just more. So they've either made the battery just taller or
props are bigger, probably.
yeah, and some people say this might be a 3-inch. And if you look at it compared to, I don't think you can say that what's on the box is like to scale each piece.
Mm-hmm.
But
oh no, they're gonna take my money, you Vastages.
Yep.
I already, because once they say what kind of wind this thing can deal with, and if it has bigger blades than OG Avada. Sorry, Sean, I took away you were on a roll. Sorry, we'll come back.
No, you're good.
We'll come back. If this thing is kind of like in between the old Potato and Avada for wind resistance, then one of these might have to go to Iceland with me next time.
Yeah, I think. Well, yeah. So from what I've heard is, so I've been flying the
Yeah,
Axis
Jim says big props.
in the last week. Like the last couple of weeks, I've been like the Axis upgrade, and I really think that this is
3.
going to be the Axis upgrade. Like not from Axis Flying.
Oh,
but
that's right. You didn't you built one?
I didn't build one, but I bought one that was built by
Okay.
someone else. There was a guy on Facebook that was selling them, and so I bought one off eBay from him.
That looks pretty cool.
But so, and I think those are 3. I think my Axis Flying is a 3.5 inch, and if this is a 3 inch, those motors look kind of tiny though, but they're tall, so they might have a lot of
torque.
Yeah.
What's your Axis good for as far as like how decent is it overcoming wind and stuff?
It's great.
Yeah.
It actually flies better than my Avada does in the wind. I would say that the regular Avada is more efficient because I only get maybe 9 minutes instead of 15 minutes of flight time, but it can fly a lot faster.
Because you're using those big motors with the same size battery, you're just sucking down the battery faster with the Axis. But yeah, it's like, but having that power though, man, you can pull off some cool shots.
Yeah, and compared to any of my other FPV drones that I tried to fly, like I need something that can return to home on its own, that can stay in the same airspace, and when I let go of the sticks. And
yes, I know. I'm the ease of flying Avada, like you fly Avada in sport mode. It's such an easy to fly, super fun drone, and you have first person view, and that's its appeal for me. I mean, I respect to the guys that fly pure FPV. Oh my god, dude! I saw like it was like This Is Iceland, I think was the video, and this guy, he built his FPV drone. He built a 7-inch I think it's a 7-inch. He built it waterproof for the stuff that he flew in Iceland. He was going through waterfalls and stuff. It was sick, man. It's badass. And yeah, that's not me. I can't handle that. So I'm like, I was laughing. I wrote to him. I said, "Oh, maybe I can do that with my Avada." He's like, "Yeah, you ain't gonna do that with Avada, man." He washed away. But yeah, so that Axis is pretty cool. I was looking at that thing, kind of dig it. You could build your own, right? You take the stuff off of Avada and you put it on that frame.
Yeah, I mean it'd be a lot cheaper if I built it myself, but I just ended up, I screwed up one of my Avadas, just adding like a wire that I can plug my SMO 360 into. So I'd really like to figure out how to put my SMO 360 on the new Axis Flying version that I have, but I'm afraid to like.
Don't want to mess
There's
it up.
probably an easier way to do it since it has like a whole. I don't know. It's got wires in it and stuff.
Mr. Al, time to fly. Looks like a squirt frame. Yeah. Al says it looks like a squirt frame. I'm not familiar with squirt.
What's up, Time to Fly? I don't know that I know who you are.
That's Al Diaz.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Al?
So Al sold me a Mavic 2 Zoom a number of years back. And I remember before he would sell it to me, he wanted to talk to me on the phone. And I think Al and I have talked many times since then. But
Very cool.
he's a very cool guy. I've learned a lot from watching his stuff too. He's very, very good. Everything he does. Anyway, There,
Yeah.
Al, Sean, Al. There you go.
Yeah.
And,
Nice to meet you, Al.
you.
I think we
Have
talked,
him. He's the talker.
but I always get confused when people have their avatar names instead of their real names. I'll just get lost if I don't talk to you like 4 weeks in a row. Like I've completely lost what your name is.
You know, I've been thinking of making a cheat sheet, Sean. Seriously, to keep
Yeah.
tabs on it. On like, you know, some of the people I remember, and then sometimes I'm like, because you know, the second thing to go with old age is memory, and I can't remember what the first thing is. So
Yeah.
struggle.
That's why
struggle,
I think my YouTube channel, I'm going to keep it Sean Hyde Studios, but I'm just going to be under the brand of Foxhorn,
Mhm.
just so people still remember my name.
Well, I've been trying to associate Covaction with Chuck and Lori. I've been working hard at that, so I think it's, you know, getting figured out. But
So Jim's droning is Fred. Don't start confusing me now.
he's gonna Jim's a troublemaker. He always has been a troublemaker.
Yeah.
Freaking unbelievable. Freaking guy. What is that? What's this? I see
This
a
is the
barcode.
bottom of the box that I can't read at all.
See if you can't. Well, yeah.
It does say the DJI
Looks
RC
legit.
Motion 3.
That Motion 3 controller looks interesting on the other picture there. Look at that thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure. So like the joystick is interesting. It doesn't have this little
No,
this kind of square shark head.
no, it's much more ergonomic. It looks very it looks pretty cool. I think they've done a nice job with that. See how it feels
Yep.
when you really use it.
I was trying to figure out if the buttons are different. So you got your joystick, you got your record button,
Yep.
and then you've got maybe they've moved the settings over to the side.
I don't know. I can't see the whole. We can only see that one section of it. There might be something. The trigger has to be probably on the. It's probably leaning on its trigger.
Yep.
It
So
looks
it'll
like
be
it's at an
interesting
angle.
because they didn't do much
Yeah.
between the 1 and the 2. They just added like reverse.
Well, they gave the joystick was put on there, right, for the 2. I think that was the biggest thing I noticed was like, well, I don't have it handy. It's downstairs.
I know they changed they put a extra finger thing on the trigger so you could go backwards. But I actually never had
Which,
I didn't
yeah, that to me
want
that's
to.
sorry, that was the least important thing. Reverse on the Avata was not important to me, but I guess some people want it. That's
Well,
for the other drones. That's for the other drones. It's for flying it with Mavic
Yeah.
3 and Mavic 3 or Mavic 3, Mini 3 Pro and all that stuff, I think.
Yep. So all of these box pieces, they don't really give much information other than the fact that there's a goggles 3, there's a motion 3. Everything else is pretty much standard with the drones.
Wrestler
DJI
Mania saying hello, by the way.
Oh, what's up, wrestler? Hope you're having a good night. DJI Fly app, so they didn't make a new app, which is good.
I wonder how long we'll get to use Fly, because remember Go 4 was the standard for a very long time. And then I
Yeah.
hated adjusting the DJI Fly for the longest time. Now I just tolerate it, but
Well,
it's-
it made me mad that they made the change while I was in the field with my drone.
ooh,
Like my Mavic Pro, instead of like coming out with a new drone and then putting the new drone on the new app, like they went from the DJI Go to the DJI Go 4 while like I chewed up half of my battery, like updating my firmware so I could even get off the ground.
that sucks.
And I think that was the day that I tried to use Litchi and my drone was a flyaway. And
Oh, it's just a
Too
bad
bad.
day right there.
yep,
You can show some stuff.
I don't know. It's already 8:00.
Well, we had a rough start, Sean. We had a rough start tonight, man.
We did.
It was
I'm
rocky. It's rocky. At least your show didn't collapse like that bridge in like Baltimore. That is horrible.
Oh, that's crazy. My wife showed me that, and
Horrible.
it looked like like the video that I
It
saw,
just came down like a ton of bricks, man. The freaking container ship tagged it, and
yeah, the video I saw, like you could hear like the police, like the police talking on the CB or whatever, and like it almost sounded like they were about to detonate it, and then it detonated. You know what I mean? Like I've watched like demolition videos, and it was kind of the
Yeah.
same kind of like, you know, the CB sounds, and like, okay, we're clear, and then
really,
it's what the video my
I
wife showed me.
I think that's fake. But like there's some drone footage of the wreckage that's pretty amazing. A couple guys got drones up and got some really impressive shots. Some stills and some actual video. The video is really wild.
That's crazy.
And I mean, just it's like these containers. You know, those container ships. The containers on there. It looks like they were crushed like like somebody said, like styrofoam cups. I can't take credit for that. That's what a guy described it. That's exactly what they look like styrofoam. Like, I mean, because the weight of the structure of the bridge that came down, and then, Christ, man, the whole thing came down. I mean, you know, only one section, the whole thing just went. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I think
I was finally comfortable going over bridges, finally, and then this has to happen. Some rogue freighter is going to come out, and you know, I got to make sure I got to check both ways on the river before I cross the bridge, kind of thing. Look both ways.
We had the same thing happen here in Nashville on I-65, south of Nashville. A semi truck was so they were building a bridge, and so they were halfway through building the bridge over the interstate, and a semi truck hit it, destroyed it, and they had to close the exit. And that was back when I worked at Mapco, and we had a gas station at that exit, and they had to shut that exit down for 6 months, and that gas station didn't make any money, and we had to close that. We had to bankrupt that location, all because of a semi truck.
Should have to pay lost revenue.
Yep.
That's the owner of the semi truck should have to pay lost revenue. That's terrible. Yeah, they were losing power. The ship was losing power and stuff. Can you imagine if you just happened to be doing like Twilight drone piloting, and you happen to like be flying that bridge, and you just happen to all the stars and the moon and the sun were aligned? Yeah, it's a horrible event, but to have captured it on video, like, I don't know how they got the video. That was like that's a fixed camera, I think. They happened looking at the bridge, right? Got that shot.
The video that I saw is a perfect shot of the bridge.
It's framed perfect, man. It's like it's framed.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do they like, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be like maybe like on another bridge,
Like a webcam, looking at that bridge all the time.
like a traffic cam. Yeah, like
Yeah, it was
pointing
perfect.
at the other bridge, or like or like a news station has like here in Nashville they have like cameras like on certain buildings, and they always show the same shot of the weather and stuff like that.
Whatever, it was perfect. I hate it. Was horrible. There were people on that bridge, not a lot of traffic, but anybody on that bridge was screwed.
Yeah,
and
I was like 20 people died.
Ugh.
I just can't imagine like the captain of that boat, even if it was an accident, like how frustrating it would be, or like how, like to hear the final news report of the fatalities that happened. Like that's a bad day at work.
That's,
you know what I mean? Like people just died because either you lost control or like the boat stopped working or whatever the issue was.
Jim's bailing on us. Yeah. I don't know what to say, because like the ship lost power, which is not unlike when you're piloting a drone and you have a technical problem with the drone. You're still responsible for piloting the drone, even when it has an issue. So same should be said for the captain of this ship, right?
Well, the like whoever's responsible, like if it's like you know, we do like our checks on our drones, pilots or the crew, they do checks on like the airplanes before they fly them, you know, like I get like there's a mechanic, like something
Yeah,
mechanical.
stuff happens. I mean, you can do a
But-
pre-flight check, and you know that even though you did your pre-flight checks, the unthinkable can happen while the aircraft's in the air. I mean,
Yeah,
it's like
but I mean, somebody's going to go after somebody legally.
yeah.
That like there's going to be somebody
Yep.
that's going to lose their job or
Like the Valdez captain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
Anyway, that was pretty awful. But seriously, if you want to see some pretty good drone work, there's some stuff kicking around where guys have flown the wreckage, and it's pretty good. I mean, it's like, you know, they really, our little drones are pretty amazing now. How they can really capture really good detail.
yeah.
I was actually editing some stuff from Iceland from that. I remember I ruined Mavic 3, so I had to fly Mini 3 Pro most of the week. Oh my god, man! Oh, the pictures are so good out of that thing.
Yeah.
Definitely better than trying to, you know, not fly a drone at all.
Yeah. I'm really trying to figure out which camera would be the best on my Axis Flying Mavic, because like I flew the Ace Pro and I
Mhm.
did it 120 frames per second, thinking I was going to get this awesome slow motion footage out of it. But the stabilization on the Ace Pro was kind of weird. So I definitely like put the wrong settings on the camera before I flew it. So I've got to find the sweet
Gotta
spot
find
there.
the sweet spot. Yes, sir.
But the GoPro Mini, yeah, the GoPro Mini works wonderful on it. So, and I'm thinking about getting the Action out, the old Action 2, I guess.
Ooh, the Action 2. Actually, yeah, that camera would be great for that. I know many guys have put that on the Potato.
Yeah.
My friend Keith
Yeah.
flies on his Potato. In fact, his Potato crashed. This guy Keith from the K-Spot, his Potato crashed in a river in Thailand, and he recovered everything. Of course, the drone was toast because already went swimming, but he has all the footage from the Action 2 because the Action 2 went down, and it's waterproof, so it just kept filming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was looking at a bunch of videos on like these underwater submarine drone, like that tether to the controller or whatever. And Captain Drone put the Action 2 on his submarine and took it under, and it was pretty good video.
a good little camera, and it's not that big either. It's a small little thing, so it's really kind of. Although it's heavier than this, I thought you liked your little Insta 360s. They make those really nice little Insta 361 or Go 2 or whatever it is, the little guy.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Is that waterproof too?
Yeah, but
So that's.
I want
Long as
to put
4K though.
this on a drone. I want to put this on an FPV drone. And
Oh
it
Jesus!
weighs too much.
That's the thing is so damn heavy, dude. I mean, it's a cool camera. The 1-inch sensor is nice.
Yep.
This is so damn heavy. I told you what
Yep.
happened when I put that on a dog sled, man. Look on the selfie sticks.
Yeah. Yeah, about the only thing it works on is my Inspire.
Yeah.
But the Inspire takes so much effort to get it up in the air.
Yeah, I haven't really found a good use case for that 1-inch edition camera. I don't know why I bought the darn thing. Just because I still use the 1X2 more than I use the 1-inch, because the 1X2 is light and it gets pretty good shots. You know, I never did the 1X3 or whatever. Like that looks really nice, but they probably got a 4 coming out soon. I'm guessing it's been long enough. Been
Yeah.
2 years. It's been 2 years since the 3 came out.
I don't think so.
Maybe not quite yet then. But there are no rules anymore. These guys release stuff. DJI has something up their sleeves, obviously. We know the Zavada 2 is going to roll out like super soon.
Yeah. So did you see the
Mavic 3
price
Classic.
drop? Did you see the price drop on the Avata?
Yeah, and you see Mavic 3 Classic had a price break too?
No. I didn't see that.
Looks like it. So
That's pretty awesome.
I suspect that there's a Mavic 4 lurking in the shadows somewhere.
Yeah, because they already dropped the Inspire. They already dropped the Air 3.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's about
And
time.
Mavic 3 came out December of when was that? December of 22, 21? Shoot, was it 21? Is that long ago? I guess it was.
Well, they came out with the 3 Classic the next year. So yeah,
Because I bought mine January of must be 22. Yeah.
did you see that Spectra drone? So apparently there is a
Oh yeah, the DJI knockoff stuff.
the Air 3, like
It's
the
identical.
The application is exact copy.
It's the same without the DJI logo. It's the same thing. Yeah.
Yep. They literally
but
took the SDK and like just
copied it,
Put it on
ghosted
the-
it. They literally ghosted it over to the other stuff and like copied it. Yep.
yeah. I wonder if it's made in the same factory.
Bet you it is.
You know what I mean? Like
It's just how do you separate? I don't know. It's not gonna work though, man. This I'm actually really concerned now. I'm glad you brought that up. Now I'm really concerned about the hobby as a whole because these jackasses, or lawmaker jackass lawmaker.
at Mapco, the gas station I worked at, we took all of our cheap gas stations and turned them into Delta Expresses. Like all the ones that weren't performing very well.
Yeah.
So we ran those gas stations under a different name. So and this is just me, but I think DJI made the Spectra drone, and just
Like
in
a
case,
Chevrolet versus Cadillac kind of thing.
just in case all the lawsuits, and if DJI gets banned, they just turn Spectra on, and that's their
Maybe.
cash cow. That's my, but that's all. Just I just made that up just now.
No, people are thinking that way too. Other people are thinking that way. I just don't know. Yeah, freaking lawmakers. They're picking on us for no good reason, by the way. It's really annoying. Very frustrating. How dare they take one of my favorite things in life away from me? Speaking selfishly, of course. Oh, he likes your hat? Yeah, the hat is cool, man.
Yep.
Forgot to say that.
Yeah, they did a pretty decent job. It's engraved, or not engraved, embroidered. It's not engraved.
I know what you
They
meant.
chiseled it in.
Funny because it's funny.
But like, and so on the machine, everything turned out good except this kind of corner, like, kind of sticks out just a little bit. I'm keep like,
Is that a sample? Is that the first one, like a sample?
it's
Or-
the first one that came off the. Yeah,
All right. So
you always
they'll
have
work
to pay like $20 for the first, like the design fee.
they'll work out the kinks.
Yeah, but
Now
this
you have
is the only hat that will ever look like this because I've already changed the word mark. I put a little horn on the
It'll
F.
be a one of a kind. Well, now you're gonna have to get the next hat. Will have to have like your little 360 or a DJI action camera magnetic mount built into it, so you can attach the camera to the brim of it. Have like the magnet mount on there.
Yeah,
Stick it on there.
yeah. I think you can cut like a little slit, like right here, and then put like a cold shoe.
Yeah.
mount, like right here.
Yeah. Well,
the
brim of a
clip?
hat as the cardboard in the center. So in theory, you could fasten something to with a flat up on the top and the bottom. You could physically attach something to the brim of the hat. You can even have it. Like if it was aluminum or something. You can have it bent so it keep your brim curved so it doesn't look like this.
Yep.
Stupid.
And
There are ways.
this black hat would kind of hide it, so I could like put like most of the mic up here and then like have it go through the hat, so just the microphone is like facing my mouth.
Oh, you want? Oh, I know that's right. You were hung up on the microphone thing. That's right.
You know what I mean? Like have like a hole big enough for the microphone to go through it.
Actually, you could probably mount the microphone on the back of the hat, and you could have just the lav. You could have a lav mic come through and be like, under the bill that would pick you up just fine, like a lav
Yeah.
with a little wind muff on it.
Yep.
Or
Yeah, I need to clip it on the
Ooh, you
back
could put
and
a-
have a little lapel like right
or you
here.
could have you can make a housing, like a little pocket where you could put it in, like slide it into the pocket, have the little mic too in the pocket so that it picks you
Oh,
up.
that's a good idea. I've had hats with pockets inside them before, where you put your key.
But it would have to be under.
Your
I think it
car?
would have to be under your brim though. You have to have it under the brim.
Well, like that's what I was saying with lapel mic. Like I could,
Yeah.
like a lapel, I could put right here,
You could.
and
Yep.
then I could wire it to have to be just like my goggles with the big battery pack in the back.
That's what I was thinking. I mean, it's nerdy looking, but it would. But if nobody's
That's a
going to
great
see the
idea.
back, nobody's going to see the back of your head though. They see the front, so
Yep.
that would work.
Yep.
Well, he goes, "Oh my God! Don't cut the hat! Don't cut the hat." We're making it better. We're customizing it in our minds. This is a good thing.
Yep. All right. We're digressing.
We are. I'm sorry.
I
Well, we were
think- I
talking
think
about mounting. We were talking about mounting microphones, but that's not. I don't think what these guys want to talk about. So shame on me.
I think it's time to quit for the night for me. I really do.
It's okay. We had a rough night.
It was a rough start, but dadgummit, we had a good show. I want to go back and watch the beginning of the show just so I could see how, because I worked so hard today to make adjustments to the design, adjustments to the intro. I don't like the intro yet. I mean, the countdown's fine, but the intro, I literally just threw it together, so it's going to change.
I like the tunage, but yeah, I understand what you want to. You gotta make it. You gotta make it so you're happy with it.
Yeah, just the intro part, and it'll be the outro too. You'll notice, and it'll be like, yeah, that's not top notch yet. But I spent so much money on swag for the drone meetup and giveaways and stuff like that next month I will spend some time on the intro.
There you go.
But
Well, it's okay to have it evolve anyway. It's part of the process to have
Yep.
things. I like working on the channel trailers for our stuff because every time I do them, I get new ideas. And it seems like every time I do it, it gets a little tighter,
yeah,
more focused. So it's fun.
yep. I kind of wanted to take the Shawnide Studios icon and spin it, and
morph
have
it?
morph it, have it spin.
That would
into a fox.
Be cool, man. Yeah, do something like that. That'd be really cool.
And I want to make an animated GIF so that the fox up in the corner is always every once in a while, buy Shawnide Studios, and then switches back to Foxhorn. All right. So curious, if you mounted the mic at your forehead, would the audio be more nasally since it would possibly pick up sound via the nasal cavities? Okay, so this is my opinion. And
Let's
Chuck
see
and
if this works. If I talk like this, then how's that sound versus when I talk like this?
well, how do you have your mic set up? Do you have it
Actually, that's a good question.
cardioid or?
I'm cardioid, yeah.
So this is the argument that Chuck and I had a month ago.
Well, it wasn't really a true argument, but we were discussing.
I mean, it was a discussion, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is my opinion. Okay, so if you have a microphone here and it's pointed towards your mouth, it has to go through your chin. And if you have a microphone up here and it's pointed towards your mouth, it has to go through your nose. So the audio from your face is coming out, and then it's just spread, the
Projecting
sound
out.
waves are just going like this.
Yep.
So whether the microphone's here, over here, because you see like Justin Bieber has a microphone over here, right? With little, or
you put
Beyonce,
you have the boom. Use the
They've
boom.
got a boom mic to the side of their face, so whatever's coming out of your mouth is just going like that.
Pretty much.
So, in my opinion, I think if you put a microphone here or up here, going to get the same amount of information. I've got a beard, so I've got a dead cat on the bottom of my face. So
I don't know. Sound totally works that way, though. I mean, the sound and light have a lot in common with the way they travel.
yep,
But I mean, sound has to travel by the vibration has to vibrate basically the molecules in air
yep,
to transmit from here to here. So like I think that gives us a little bit of an advantage with not having to put the microphone exactly like right here. You can
Yeah.
have it over
well,
here.
like
you can
like
have
my
it
Ray
up here,
Bans.
like you were thinking. Yeah,
Where's the microphone on there?
exactly, and they work really well.
They were wonderful.
Yeah. So I mean, you're pushing when you're talking, you're pushing air around.
Yeah,
So maybe and I'm not an audio expert. Clearly, I'm not. But I mean, like, maybe that's part of it, though. We could look into that. But I like your idea of putting the camera or the microphone like up under.
you know what I'm gonna do?
thing.
I'm gonna do this video.
Try it multiple ways.
I've got 2 microphones
There
with
you go.
my DJI mic set. I'm gonna put one on my head and one on my chest,
You can do an A/B.
and I'm gonna switch back and forth and see if
there
there's a
you go. There you go.
So,
I still have mine. Still have my OG one.
yeah.
This is a good little setup right here.
I think the lapel hat thing. I think it'll work out
I like the lapel hat idea, and it has like the Avada feel to it.
because like like putting a little thing right here, like you can't like I have to sit like this for you to
Wouldn't
be able to
notice
see
it. No,
So
I mean, yeah, if you're just gonna use like the little lapel, you could even put a dead cat on it, though, Sean. Really, you could put a dead cat on it, and like
yeah,
it wouldn't take up much space, and then you'd have the wind muff, so you wouldn't get all that.
yeah. I think if you made like a dead cat pouch and then
Yes.
put that into
Yep.
it, and then you just put the lapel into the little pouch.
Yep.
Like those
Perfecto.
little, those little dip, like people that dip, and they have those little tobacco pouches.
I never seen that stuff. Well,
Okay,
like a tea
anyway, I
bag
think-
kind of thing, kind of.
You could do that. It's like a tea bag, but like a third of the size of a tea bag.
Yeah,
Like,
but
it's
it'd
tiny
be
little-
basically a pocket with the dead cat material on it that you slip the microphone into.
Yep.
Yeah.
Little pouch.
Well, actually,
Little pouch with a little pull string. that you can,
well,
like-
with Mike too, though, you have that little tab. You know, like the way their dead cat snaps on.
Yep.
You could have your microphone too snap into your dead cat if you use that same mounting system. You push your microphone and actually hold it in place in the pocket, so it'd have a second anchor, so you wouldn't have to worry about falling out.
Yeah.
Just saying. That's really
Yeah.
slick. The new design is really slick.
Yep.
Did a good job with that stuff.
Or you could just walk around like this.
What? Justin Bieber can't sing anymore? He has like throat cancer? Is that true? Oh, well, you can do that. It looks crazy, but I looked away and I looked up. I was like, "What the frick?" I looked away. And I looked.
I didn't realize it was all my dead cat was all put. Oh, now I can't even get it off.
Well, that's good if it's like stays on there. You know, I
It's
worry
got
about that.
those
I worry
teeth.
about that out in the field that we're going to lose a microphone because worry about that stuff.
Yep.
I need to come up with some better ways to mount those microphones that are on some, interesting applications, like your hat, for instance.
Mhm.
Lori and I need to mount microphones in creative ways sometimes too. We need better
Mhm.
ways to do it.
I saw an interesting microphone when I videoed a couple weddings last year, and there was a guy, when you're going to do something, you kind of watch everybody else's videos of how they do it.
Hmm.
And there was a guy that had there was a microphone that was a Velcro, or no, it was like a spandex sleeve or like a wetsuit. And basically it looked like a little remote control, like a little Apple TV remote control. And it wraps around the base of a microphone. So is like a little sock that like you put on the microphone,
Yep.
and then you've got your little wireless microphone or your little float microphone in the hands of whoever's using the real microphone. And I thought that was brilliant. Because does that make sense?
I think so. If you're maybe I'm not understanding, but like you mean putting this thing into a handle, more or less, or along
Sort
with the
of,
other microphone.
but it was a microphone. It was a real skinny shaped microphone that was meant to attach to the handle of other microphones.
It's not like I bought one from Small Rig that Small Rig has a thing that has the cold shoe, so you can put one of these on it and becomes a interviewing mic. And I know that Ken Dono has taken that idea and run with it and has some pretty cool stuff 3D printed for some that looks like a proper microphone.
I had that 4 years ago on my channel.
Yeah.
It was made by
a
small company called Rode.
Small company called Rode, yeah. Rode's disappointed me in
You put the original micro or the original wireless.
I don't understand Rode. I mean, they're like the audio quality of their stuff is so good, but they fall apart on their engineering is like disappoints me. But
yeah,
they have disappointed me in the field too many times for me to trust them ever again.
Yeah, that's the way I feel about Zoom. Like,
yeah,
like I bought the whole Zoom system where like they have the little modules that snap on to the base. So I've got a lapel version. I've got a shotgun mic, and it's up on my Sony FS5. But like they still don't make one that has a rechargeable battery in it. Like, and it's one thing to have like, in the field to be able to buy a bunch of batteries so you don't have to worry, you don't only have an hour's worth of microphone or whatever. But I'm like, man, give me a rechargeable option that I don't have to buy. Like, it's 2024. I shouldn't have to buy AA batteries so that I can record audio.
I remember buying the rechargeable AA's to like kind of meet there halfway. But yeah, you're right. You're right. But at the same point though, you can replace those batteries. When a battery goes in this thing, it's going to be a little more difficult to change the batteries in this thing.
I want both.
You want the best of both worlds. You want this to open up and be able to take the battery out and replace it, but charge it while it's in it.
I want a drone that takes SD cards, but also has internal memory.
Well, they do, but they don't have enough internal memory. This is the crazy thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I want a microphone that has a rechargeable battery in it that I can also put a regular battery in it if I need to.
Oh, okay.
That's what I want. Best of both worlds.
You know what? This thing that you have, you could, in theory, use the USB-C port on the side.
So now I need a battery-sized.
Yes, like those, the little lithium batteries they sell, like these on the strobe lights. You could have one of those with like a USB-C connector and like plug it in the side, just be a little box on the side, and give you like extra juice to keep it going a little longer because these things don't use much power.
Or do the same thing like they did with the Action 2, like when they had like the double the battery chunk that you added to the bottom of the camera. It was a brilliant idea that they just.
Yeah. Pocket 3 has that.
So much ingenuity in the Action 2, and then they just went back.
Well, the Pocket 3 does that. The Pocket 3 has I can't find all that stuff now. What do you do with it?
The Pocket 3 has it, but the Action 3 doesn't.
Yeah. No.
The Action 3 is just an upgraded version of the Action 1. Like there was like when they went to the Action 2 and they did so many cool things, and then they were like, "Oh no, nobody wanted that. They just wanted a better."
Well, the marketing, the audience was FPV audience for Action 2, whereas Action 3 got me excited enough where I didn't just buy one, I bought two. Yeah. And then Action 4 comes out like 9 months later and pissed me off because now like. Because I'd really like to be able to connect Mic 2 to my Action 3, but I can't. I have to get Action 4 to do that. We've already beaten that topic to death, but having wireless microphones be completely wireless is a beautiful thing.
Yep.
Well, look who's in the house.
What? Stevie showed up
Yep.
an hour and a half late.
Maybe he's early for next
What's up,
week's show.
man?
He's just 6 days and X number of hours early for next week's show.
Yep. So next week's show is, I just want to go ahead and announce the kind of the new format for my channel. And this is only whenever Chuck's available, but like will be like Chuck co-hosting like every other week. And then one week will just be me. No pressure, Chuck, though. Like, but we've already kind of talked about this, and he said, cool. I don't know if that was accepting or not. But
It's fine. It's your show, man. Do what you want.
Yep. And
Besides-
then
besides
the other
that-
week will be like just a bunch of people, whoever wants to show up and chat with me. But I've tried to do that in the past. Nobody ever shows up. So
Yeah,
I might-
I'm
I
not.
might-
I'm not showing up because that's my week off. So I'm like, I'll be hanging
Yeah.
out in the chat, like chilling in the chat. But, like,
yeah, so I might be begging people for
you shouldn't have
a
to
while to
beg.
come on the channel.
Somebody you shouldn't have to beg, man. People, we're
Yeah.
all on here in YouTube. We're all on. We use drones all the time. Put yourself in front of the camera and builds character.
Yep. I have to, like, back in the day when Brent would come on the channel, Eat More Possum, I'd have to give him like advance notice so that he could put his camera up.
Get it all set up.
He had a great setup for a while. He had this like beautiful like what's it called? Like a sonogram? Or like, you know, when you're like testing the waves of like electricity, and it had like this little green like circle monitor, and you'd see the little sine wave, and then
Oh, like an oscilloscope.
yeah, he had an oscilloscope in the background, and it was so cool.
Oscilloscopes are cool.
So
He
I
says
appreciate Stevie.
he only uses GoPros. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but hey, you know, you got to go with what you know. I was so glad I never bought a GoPro like ever. I bought the Action when it came out, the DJI Action, and now I'm addicted to the DJI stuff because the color profile is the same as all my other DJI stuff. So it's like the only outcast is the Sony A6600, which is better than all the other stuff combined, but you know, it doesn't get used much because it's big and heavy and annoying. But
Yeah.
I love that. I do love that's Lori's camera. I love Lori's camera. It is like really nice. But then I gotta match everything. I gotta match the Sony to everything else, which is a pain in the ass. It's so much work in post. Stevie
Yeah.
probably has tricks to make it easier, but I struggle with that.
I haven't played around in DaVinci a lot, but can you match colors?
I had to do it manually. I don't know how to do it I mean, the workflow for me to do it took a lot of grunt work.
So, like-
maybe there is. I don't know.
Like on like Final Cut, like there's like you use like
You're funny.
like a lookup table of like Rec 709,
Yeah.
and so that like kind of normalizes everything
Mm.
at like Rec 709, and then you can add your other, like in Final Cut Pro there's a filter that basically just lets you put a lookup
Oh,
table,
you bring everything down and then you bring it all back up again?
get everything
Kinda?
onto the same level. Yeah. Add Rec 709 to it, and then, or like I know DaVinci has all those little nodes that you like the node trees or whatever.
Yeah, and I've messed with those where you can do different. You can have a whole string of nodes in your color
Yep.
corrector, and you can do different things with each node. So you can hit different things with each node. And I've
Yep.
made use
So-
of that. I feel like three or
so-
four of them going at it, but it's like a lot of work too. And
Yeah. So if you get like all your cameras and you point all your cameras at exactly the same thing and record a little sample footage,
yeah,
and then use those nodes and get all of those colors the same, then you could that can just be like a preset that you add to your
oh,
footage.
God, it's so hard, Sean. It's so hard to do that. Like, for vlogging anyway. When you're using like a bunch of cameras and your lighting is constantly changing and everything's constantly changing, it's like,
Yeah, but your base is exactly the same.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like this camera compared to this camera, it's always going to be the same.
yeah, and that's super important. I mean, that makes
Yeah. Unless you change your ISO for this shot, and like if you do all those things, you've got to change the same ISO in the same way on the other camera.
I don't think ISO
Like
sensor
color,
sensitivity isn't going to be a big deal, but like because you just get grainier.
right? But as
But
just
like,
an
but
example.
if you mess with like your white balance or something, things like that, then it's going to get weird on you.
Yeah, you've got to lock your white balance on.
You got you. We've talked about this before. Do not use auto white balance unless you are suicidal or you don't
Or
want to
you're
like
walking
color correct.
from a tungsten light situation into sunlight.
Yeah,
Or like
But you can fix that in post. If it's locked, you can fix it in post.
sorta. If
Yeah,
you get
pretty
color
good.
balance wrong, it
You
might
can
be
mess
pretty
with it a
hard.
little bit. You can DaVinci will let you get away with. You can work miracles in DaVinci with really shit light.
Right, but that's why you use the bland color profiles.
Yeah,
Like that's why you use logs, so you don't have to deal with.
Steve, I know you. I know you're kidding, man. He's like auto white balance for life. Well, there are guys that just they do it the easy way, and there's actually, truth be told, there's nothing wrong with like using auto everything. I just,
Yep.
personally, I choose not to because part of this being a hobby is to figure out how to do stuff like as well as possible and not be in all automatic mode. But that gives a challenge.
Yeah. For me, it's easy to do that stuff whenever I have time to set up. But
Yeah.
if I'm like filming a parade or an event or a wedding, like
go
I don't
quick.
have time to.
Auto.
Yep. Yeah, I shot both of my weddings on full auto, and I shot with one camera that like I set up myself. And I ended up spending half my time getting the camera that I set up myself to look as good as the full auto cameras. Or that
brings up
depends
another
on the
point
camera.
though. Yeah, that brings up another point where I've been criticized for using like log, the film and log, and I've been one of my really good friends was like, Chuck, why do you film and log? I was like, what do you mean? He's like, you don't do anything. All you do is get the color back to where it would have been if it was a normal anyway. So why do you go through all that effort to film and log? I'm like, yeah, it's a good point. I don't know. Guess I'm suicidal. Crazy.
The only benefit there is more depth of field,
Self-destructive.
or not depth of field.
Well, you get the detail.
Dynamic range.
Yeah, you have the detail.
More dynamic range.
But it does add a lot of work in post, and then you have to go and
Yep.
Do all that. But
Yeah.
I don't know. So this is how she goes, man. It's a hobby, though. I guess if it's a job, then you need to really tighten up your workflow. But when it's just a hobby, then workflow is not quite as important. You can just take your time and enjoy the ride.
Yep. All right. Well, I tried to quit the show half hour ago.
So we'll stop now.
We kept talking.
It's my fault, probably.
Oh, you're good. Well, Chuck, say goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
All right. So I'm just kidding.
That was good.
Is it all you want to say?
I do believe Lori and I are going to do a live stream on this weekend at some point. I think it's Saturday night, maybe. So we don't want to interrupt anybody else's stuff, but we might find a hole in the shows and do something. So
yeah. Make sure you put something up in the club so we can see. Because sometimes I don't get your notifications when you go live.
YouTube's funny like that. I don't get notifications for channels that I like either. It's really annoying. YouTube decided we don't like whatever channels we like. It's weird. But anyway, yeah. Okay.
I get channels I don't like all the time. But like the people that I'm actually subscribed to don't ever show up.
Because YouTube wants you to watch what YouTube wants you to watch. Darn it all. And how dare you not watch what they want you to watch?
Yep.
Yeah. It's goofy. But hey, they're a money-making machine. and they have to pay for their servers to store all our crap on. So I guess I can't bitch too much. I also can't bitch because as much as I bitch about YouTube, really I have gotten way more out of YouTube than YouTube has gotten out of me. When I look at it, like,
Yeah.
as far as like, I know you, all these people in the chat, I have all these friends around the world because of YouTube. You know,
Yep.
I've become pretty talented at editing and stuff because of YouTube inspiring me to do so. And I fly drones, and I fly drones better because YouTube got me to, you know. So I guess I can't bitch as much as I want to, and I really want to.
Yep.
Okay, that's all. I'm going to stop talking now. It's been great. Thanks to everybody in the chat for putting up with me not knowing what to say when Sean wasn't on, because I don't want to steal his thunder. And Sean, I'm glad you got this thing working today. We'll do this again sometime, but you can be in the
Yeah.
audience too.
Yeah. If y'all want to see some hilarious malfunctioning, watch the first part of this live stream. If you want to see me get slapped in the back of the head by a vinyl curtain,
Well, you know, there is a fix for this. Next time we could, like, 15 minutes early, we could fight with it. If you want to, like, just do a quick systems check.
all right.
Kind of like the pre-flight check, if you want.
Yeah.
You know, we do that before I do presentations at work. I had to do like this thing called sales exchange, and I was just like this on camera doing a presentation on rooftops. We do the pre-check, make sure everything works before you go in to do your presentation in front of 400 or 500 people, like I have to do. So, oh yeah, thank you YouTube for that too. YouTube has made it so that I can talk to people on camera and like actually talk to people on camera better than my compadres in my office. So it's kind of cool.
Yep. Yeah. YouTube definitely brought me out of my shell. Like I
And Lori.
talk in my job a lot better than I did before.
Yeah. Lori has come out of her shell completely. Oh my God, created a monster.
Yep. All right. Well, have a good week, Chuck.
Happy Easter to those who celebrate. Enjoy the
Yep.
short week. And thanks, Sean. See you next time, man.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Peace out.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna go to bed. It has been a crazy night. But what's really happening is I am in go mode, getting ready for the South Florida drone meetup. So I've been getting my car ready so that I can sleep at a campsite and save $200 on a night on hotel rooms, and then trying to figure out exactly what drone to bring, because last year I brought all these drones and I didn't fly one of them because it was so dang windy. I actually have an Avata that can handle some wind, but I don't know if I can handle the wind that we had at South Drone Meetup last year. So I don't. It depends on what's announced. If the Avata 2 is announced pretty soon, I'm just going to buy that. But I did think about trying to find an underwater drone, just so that I can have some footage of something that I did in Florida. I feel like I'm going to be able to fly in Alabama at my campsite, so we might see some there, or I might stop different locations on the way to Florida and actually get some shots there. But anyway, planning on doing some videos then. I don't know if I'm going to do any videos until then, but yeah. For those of you that are going to South Florida Drone Meetup, I'm pretty excited to see y'all. We can hang out and enjoy each other's company. Stevie said to bring a kite. That's actually a great idea. That's a great idea. So Insta360 has an attachment that you can put on a kite string. So maybe I'll figure that out. All right. That's a great idea, Stevie. I know you might be joking, but the anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I will catch you guys on the next video. I'm rambling. Look forward to Foxhorn merch in the club, and thinking about doing another competition for the summer, but haven't figured that one out yet. But yeah, hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will catch you on the next video. Peace out.